Morning students, welcome to the Science 1 class. First we are going to learn about relative atomic mass. Its acronym is RAM. Let's learn the concept by relating it with an example. How vegetables are measured? Suppose if you are weighing 1 kg of vegetables, you will be adding 1 kg stone on one side and vegetables on the other side of the balance. When both sides are balanced, then we can say that the mass of vegetables is equal to 1 kg. Here, the mass of vegetables is relative because it is compared with the mass of 1 kg stone, and 1 kg stone is a standard unit. Once again, I'll repeat, the mass of vegetables is relative and 1 kg stone is the standard unit. In the last video, we learnt about atomic mass unit. You know that carbon-12 is considered as the standard unit to calculate the atomic mass of an atom. Why we call carbon atom as carbon-12? Because its mass number is 12. There are 6 protons and 6 neutrons present in the nucleus of the carbon atom. If you are placing 2 carbon-12 atoms on both the sides of the balance, it will be in equilibrium. Now, let's divide 1 carbon-12 atom into 12 units. Why we are dividing into 12 units? Because its mass number is 12. Is the balance in equilibrium? Yes. Mass of 1 carbon atom is equal to 12 units. These small units of carbon are used as standard unit to measure the masses of different atoms. Let me give you some examples. Let's place single oxygen atom on one side of the balance and 12 units of carbon on other side. We can observe that the oxygen atom is heavier. Now let's add 4 more carbon units. Now the balance is in equilibrium. Thus we can say that the mass of 1 oxygen atom is equal to 16 units of carbon. In the second example, 1 sodium atom is placed on the one side of the balance and 23 units of carbon on the other side, and the balance is in equilibrium. Thus, we can say that the mass of 1 sodium atom is equal to 23 units of carbon. In the third example, the mass of 1 nitrogen atom is equal to 14 units of carbon. We know that the mass of single oxygen atom is equal to 16 units of carbon. We call this as the relative atomic mass of oxygen, because it is compared with carbon units. Similarly, relative atomic mass of sodium atom is equal to 23 units of carbon, and the relative atomic mass of nitrogen atom is equal to 14 units of carbon. Therefore, masses of these all atoms are called relative atomic mass. We have already learnt about atomic mass unit, that is AMU. You know that the mass of a single carbon atom is equal to 12 units. When you take 1 unit of carbon out of these 12 units, we call this single unit of carbon as 1 atomic mass unit or 1 AMU. 1 AMU is equal to 1 by 12 parts of carbon, and 1 AMU is the standard unit of atomic mass. Now we have to modify the units. In the previous slide, we learned that the mass of one oxygen atom is equal to 16 units. So instead of units, we should write as 16 AMU. Nowadays, U is used instead of AMU. U denotes unified mass. The symbol for the relative atomic mass is AR. Next, we will learn about average atomic mass. Its acronym is AAM. Before stepping into the concept, let's recall what is an isotope. Atoms of the same element with same atomic number but different mass number. You know that chlorine exists in two forms, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. Here, the number of neutrons alone will be different. Chlorine 35 has 18 neutrons, whereas chlorine 37 has 20 neutrons. Isotopic abundance of chlorine. These two isotopes of chlorine exist in nature in the ratio 3:1. It means chlorine 35 occupies 75% and chlorine 37 occupies 25%. These two isotopes of chlorine exist in nature as a mixture. Here a question arises. What should we take as the atomic mass of chlorine? Either chlorine 35 or chlorine 37. In this case, we should take the average of both the masses, and that is called as the average atomic mass. How to find the average of these two masses? Usually what we do? We will add the two numbers and divide it by 2. But here it's different. We have to find the contributions of both the chlorine atoms and add them up, which gives us the average atomic mass. Here the contribution of chlorine 35 is 75% of 35U. And you know what is U? Yes, it is unified mass. The contribution of chlorine 37 is 25% of 37U. We are just going to add these two contributions. So, average atomic mass is equal to 75 by 100 into 35 plus 25 by 100 into 37. You will be getting the answer as 35.5U, which is the average atomic mass of chlorine. When an atom has no isotope, we can just take its mass as the sum of number of protons and neutrons. But whenever an element has isotopes, we have to take the average atomic mass of all the isotopes and consider it as the mass of that element. An overview of today's class. We have learnt about relative atomic mass and average atomic mass. Thank you, students. Have a good day.